A little over 5 years ago, I answered the call of my heart to serve my community. I considered it a civic responsibility to dedicate my labor and passion to raising up the less fortunate among us for at least a season. I would call this man's justice. At the Grant County Rescue Mission, I've had the honor of witnessing God's justice. I met a man who was strung out on methamphetamine and any number of other destructive chemicals, to the point he would do anything to silence the visions and the voices. Christ shined his mercy upon him. I met a couple in the grips of addiction, homeless on the streets. They had lost their children, burned every bridge of support, even resented each other despite being all they had left in the world. The Lord's grace abounds. I know a guy from the street who committed a life change, surrendered his life to Christ, was baptized, and led thousands in prayer. He had arrived. He's currently sitting in prison from the last run-in he had with the law. The Spirit is calling him back home even now. So when I think about God's justice, I have to realize that it's not built on a logical structure of karma, fairness, circumstance, or even civic responsibility. God's justice is perfectly achieved in Him sending our Savior to die on a cross. He sacrificed His life for the man who went from fearing the shadows to being the very light of God. For the couple who went from being battered, lost, and broken to the reunited family purchasing a new home. He also gave His life for every one of us who turned away, got lost, and is in need of being called back to His loving arms.